up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with the review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 7, Episode 9. So let's get to it, shall we? Kili tells us that the fight the other night was bad, and between fighting with Ciara and fighting with Blue, the blow up, shit been bad. But she did agree with Blue that she would sit down and be an adult so they can talk about their child that they have together. Right off the bat, when they sit down, he apologizes. Hey, look, I apologize for coming at you the wrong way the other night. She says, okay. Fine. But then she starts up with your regular baby mama drama fair. You haven't been there. You never was around. Our son needs you. You don't take him to school. You don't pick him up. Do you know how hard it is for him to see other dads with their kids and he don't have his father? And it's been so hard for me and you haven't been helping me and you just up and left. Evidently they had a bad breakup and Blue packed up and moved down to Miami. He's all saying, well, how can I do these things if I'm not here? She was just like, look, nigga, if you move 600 miles away from your child, then you need to do FaceTime. You need to be calling all the time. You need to visit. There's still plenty of ways for you to keep in touch with your child. So then he says, I know I can't do anything about what happened in the past, but I promise I will make an effort to be there for my son in the future. Okay, so she's looking at him. And you guys, the strangest thing happened. I actually had a soft spot in my heart for Kili. I know, right? And I think it was because it was the parent in me. Like, even though I'm not a single parent, like, I've known plenty of my friends who have had these issues with their baby fathers and even baby mamas. The fact that you want to protect your child from the parent that is not shit, ain't been helping. Kili is looking at him like, I don't want to make my son think that you're going to be around and you not going to be around. So I was really actually having a soft spot for her. And then when he said, well, call the baby, I was sort of side-eyeing because I was like, nah, y'all just trying to go for some sensational shit. But when the baby got on the phone and, he was like, hey, baby, this is daddy. And, the baby was sort of like, goo, goo, ga, 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 ga. I was still like, well, what you wanted to talk to her? The boy can't even talk clearly. But then when he started crying, I was like, wait a minute. Then I really started feeling the soft spot for both of them. And then Kili kind of started to get a little watery-eyed. She had that look, and when she was like, hi, baby, and he was like, hi, mommy, just as clear. I was just like, oh, Lord. Now I'm really just having a little moment here because I was just like, oh. For some reason, that scene just really, it went over well. And it really was believable. And the fact that, he probably has realized that he's made many mistakes and now hopefully he's really going to try to do right by his, his kid and his baby mama, and her having that look on her face like, I really want you to do this. Like, I'm really letting down the guard to let you in. That whole scene did something for me. I don't know if it did for you guys. You don't get too many really genuine, authentic scenes on Love and Hip Hop. Not anymore anyway. So still don't really see it for Kili, but I did. As a mother, I could relate. All right, you guys, so get this. Ciara, Rashida, Mimi, Spice, and Tommy, of all people, they all go out to eat. The one thing that's getting to be apparent on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta especially is you can tell they are now resorting to putting these people together. I mean, you could never tell me that Mimi would be hanging out with Tommy and Ciara. You would have never had these two running in the same circles of Love and Hip Hop past. So that's the only thing that when I be watching these things, I just be like, whatever. Anyway, Ciara tells us that she and Rashida have struck up some sort of friendship because of their commonality. The fact that they both got no good ass husbands that cheat on them. Spice tells us that she's been working with Tommy in the studio. Tommy's always late. She don't know if it's because she's drinking or what, but she's a perfectionist and it's starting to bother her. I was like, well, girl, you picked the absolute worst person, or should I say Mona put you with the absolute worst person to be trying to do something with. So, anyway, they're all sitting there talking. Rashida's telling them about the drama with D-Lo, okay, the fact that the baby mama showed up at the store, and then also D-Lo moving back in the house. She was so shocked, but that's okay because she got that shit together. Remember, she taped it down the middle. Ciara says, well, she's seeing Brosco now. And when Tommy hears that, Tommy's like, well, fuck it. Okay, might as well tell her here. Girl, Brasco got 4 kids. Now, I don't know why she didn't think that Ciara would already know that. I was like, that's a little flaw in the story, in the writing, Mona. I'm gonna need y'all to tighten up, tighten up. Not only does she know that he has 4 kids, but Tommy knows the girl that Brasco supposedly is messing with. You know, Ciara's just like, oh my God, I don't believe it. Every time Ciara turn around, she getting some bad news about her fucking man. Maybe you picked the wrong one, Ciara. But in this case, Ciara's not even sure if she should trust Tommy. I mean, she is Carly's friend, and she might feel like Tommy is trying to get some get back. But you know, Tommy too drunk to be trying to figure out some get back. So they try to take her Hennessy. She was like, absolutely not. While they're also sitting there at the table, Rashida tells them about Prest, the new location in Houston that she's going to be opening. And Tommy was like, oh yeah, we're going to bring the drama. And Rashida was like, no, we not. I don't even know if you going to be invited. Because, you know, D-Lo going to be there. And, you know, she all about boundaries and all of this. Now, later on, we see Ciara. She meet up with Carly and Tokyo. You know, they're going to have drinks. Tokyo telling them about Tobias and how the nigga was hanging out with his ex-girlfriend because the ex-girlfriend Paw died. She ain't got time to be with no nigga that's being out there with the girl. Why he need to be meeting with her and why she need to be meeting with him. They ain't got kids together and all of this, okay? And plenty of men out there want her. She ain't got to be spending her time on Tobias. Ciara tells her that she found out that Brasco supposedly got 4 other kids. They was like, what? Or at least Tokyo was. Carly, you know, to herself and to us, tells us that, you know what, she had been hearing some shit about Brasco, okay? And she ain't never really wanted to say nothing, but she's glad that Ciara been put up on game, even if it had to come from the mouth of Tommy the drunk. I was cracking up with Tokyo. I was like, I wish you would stop, you know, fooling with these fertile niggas. Oh shit. Maybe you need to leave all these niggas in Atlanta alone, girl. Just start over fresh somewhere. They go into Jock's grand opening, and Ciara's gonna invite BK because she knows that Tommy is gonna be there, and that way they can really get to the bottom of whether or not Brasco got all these damn kids like Tommy said. Carly says she ain't going, okay, because remember she done already promised to Sean Garrett that she's gonna be a good girl. So she gonna do you one better. While you going to the damn grand opening, she is gonna become inch high private eye and do some background research on Brasco and all these bitches around town he supposedly has. Girl, I'm gonna get back to you with the info. Back to Tommy and Spice. So they supposed to be shooting a video for their song, this hit song that Spice seems to think is really gonna go places, except Tommy doesn't show up. She's not there yet, and Spice is pissed. Now, Spice is a hard worker, okay? She's serious about her craft, her music, her shit. So, it's been 3 hours, and, you know, Tommy come in there with her Kim Zolciak red tumbler cup. You know, hey, everybody, what's up? And that damn Spice is ready to beat her ass. You know, I won't even do the damn Jamaican accent because, honey, my Jamaican rock stars do not like that. And while I was watching Tommy kind of mocking Spice, I could see where that could kind of be offensive, especially when your ass is drunk. Now, Spice was like, bitch, where the fuck you been? Like, I mean, we supposed to be doing this work. And Tommy was like, oh, I'm sorry. I had to be at the house with the pig. Y'all know she got that fucking pet pig. And while Spice was fussing at her, she was like, I had to be with the pig. You know, he was like, She was really trying to explain about this pig and all of that. And Spice was like, you are 3 hours late. We supposed to be doing this song together, and you come up here talking about some fucking pig. 3 hours. 3 hours. And Tommy keep on saying 3 hours. Like, it's no big deal. She's laughing. That really would have pissed me off. Now, I'm pissed. Even if you think the shit is funny, I'm gonna need you to refrain from the giggles. But Tommy is drunk, right? So she can't stop. So she just sort of like, girl, I thought we was gonna have a good time. I thought it was gonna be Bob Marley's people, which is again offensive. Spice was like, stop saying that shit, because even the Marley family is not unprofessional like your ass. I done told everybody that we might have a hit on our hands, but it ain't gonna go nowhere if you gonna be doing shit like this. And that's when Tommy was like, yeah, you right. I'm sorry. I was like, ooh wee. You really do have a drinking problem, don't you? The Frost facts. Well, we might as well throw Jasmine in the mix, considering she's an honorary member of the Frost family now. Jasmine tells us that she hasn't seen hide nor hair of D-Lo. The nigga is turning out to be a deadbeat dad, at least as far as her son is concerned. I mean, she always see pictures of him posting his other kids, you know, proud dad. But for some reason, he's not trying to do the same for this one. She's upset, she's stressed, so she meets with Ciara. That's Showing Up Scrap's baby mama now. Ciara, I thought that she was a stripper. Well, I didn't remember that she wasn't a stripper, but you guys reminded me that she's a bottle girl. Okay, and that's why Ciara tells us that she knows all the cute strippers in Atlanta. Okay, and that's how she knows Jasmine. Now, Jasmine is not stripping no more. Jasmine is doing a complete overhaul of her personality, her character, her whole image. You can tell. Because even when they show the flashbacks of the old Jasmine compared to the Jasmine that we got today, she looks like a totally different girl, honey. They didn't scrub her ass down and made her look like something. She's always been a pretty girl, but she just looked like her life ain't been so hard. Anyway, she's telling Ciara how, you know, she can't seem to get D-Lo to visit the baby or anything. Okay, he only gives child support and that's it. And Ciara was like, listen, you didn't make that baby by yourself. Okay, you need to force him to be responsible. I would drop that baby over on that porch, please. I was not really sure, but you know, she still does want to talk to Rashida. Ciara was like, girl, I got just the place. I know exactly where that can happen. Jock is having this hair salon opening. I'm sure she's going to be there. Why don't you come there and that way you can talk to her, okay? That's the perfect place to meet. That's the perfect place to meet. At the fucking grand opening for a hair salon? See, that's why you can't trust none of these old hood boogery ass bitches. No, that is not the place to talk about it. Jasmine says, you know what, let me think about it. I'll let you know. Now we see Mama D. She's debuting her new song. I listened to that song over and over and over. I was going to give y'all a little bit, but I couldn't even understand what she was saying. It was so auto-tuned. But, she tells us that she's debuting her new body and her new song. And when she finishes, she tells everybody that she wanted to welcome her granddaughter's mother. Okay, so Rashida's like, oh, Mama D, no, she ain't supposed to be talking about them. And did she just say she was having a granddaughter? So we're supposed to think that she's talking about Bambi and them. But child, it was Erica Dixon. What a fucking flash from the past. Was not expecting this girl to be, you know what, there have been a little bit of whispers that she was trying to get back on the show. I wasn't sure in what capacity, because when I heard it before, that was when Scrappy and Bambi had broken up. So I wasn't sure if they was going to try to play the angle that them two was trying to get back together, and I was just like, I swear I hope that's not it, because she is toxic for him. That wasn't going to work. Then I didn't hear it no more, but child, I was so shocked to see her old evil ass up there. But wait a minute, Erica's changed. Funny how life will do that to you, huh? Humble you down when you ain't got shit going on. Now, I don't know what she's doing outside of this show right now. I do know that she's not together with that football player anymore, and I don't know really. I know she has a clothing line or something, but other than that, I don't really know what Erica is doing. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, she's a little bit more pleasant, a little easier to deal with. Everybody's surprised because you guys know that she and Mama D never liked each other. But you know, again, time has passed and fuck, everybody's grown up, everybody's made their little monies now. Bambi and Scrappy are married, they about to have a baby. She already even knew about that. She talked to Scrappy about that and everything. Okay, so everybody's in a good place. Mama D respects both of her you know, grandkids, baby mamas, and their new daughter-in-law and Scrappy, and you know, so that's a good little story to see finally wrap up, because ooh, y'all know I couldn't stand Erica. I still was looking at the show like this. I was just waiting for her to do something that got on my fucking nerves, but she made out okay, you guys. Anyway, when the mamas walk away, Rashida and Erica can really get to talking. Now, they say they ain't really seen each other in a long time, so they gotta catch up. So, you know, Rashida got to tell her about the baby mama and how, you know, D-Lo got this bitch pregnant and now it's the baby and it's his. The bitch be popping up at the workplace. And then do you know that D-Lo had the nerve to show up at my house? You know, he was moving back in. She was just like, what? You did not let him back in this house. Rashida was just like, well, you know, truth be told, they have built it a lot. They have built a lot together. Erica was like, you guys have or you have, okay? And of course Rashida says we. I mean, I don't know. I've heard that D-Lo is the brains behind the business there, but Rashida seems to be doing just fine without him. So I don't really know what exactly part of the success that Rashida has had that D-Lo is, but I mean, child, if she say so. Erica's just like really surprised though that Rashida's being so easy on him. I was just like, well, thank you. When Rashida tried to say, just like you gotta have contact with Scrappy, I'ma have to have contact with D-Lo, and Erica was like, not the same. Not the same, boo-boo. Because me and Scrappy was never married. We not married now. You actively married and got a fucking new baby. And it ain't you. And it didn't come out your cooch. Yeah, I would think that would be a little bit different. But Rashida's still trying to stick to her guns, okay, saying that she not gonna never sit down and talk to, what the girl name is, Jasmine. I said, girl, you might as well do it. I don't know why you holding out, although I shouldn't be surprised. Fuck, D-Lo and Rashida, ain't nobody ever said that these motherfuckers ain't long suffering. They can carry a fucking storyline out for seasons and seasons and seasons. So I shouldn't be surprised. Now, the grand opening. Jock is working the room. His guests are all there. He's welcoming everybody. Mimi is there. D-Lo is there. Ciara's there. Spice is there. Bocce's there. Bocce tells everybody that he's done with Kili because of the Blue situation. I guess he just couldn't come around to that. And he ain't even really talked to Kili since the blow up at the club the other day. But he don't even know how him and Kili could make it together, considering, you know, his other side hoes. I say, you think? Yeah, I think you can consider that relationship over, Bocce. Tobias shows up. He's sort of flirty with Spice. I was like, what is this about? They ask him, like, where is Tokyo? And he was just like, oh, you know, Tokyo always gonna be my girl, even if there's some problems or something, even if she ain't around, yada, yada, yada. He gives this whole speech on how Tokyo is his girl. Then he's telling Spice she looks good in her outfit, and can he talk to her over on the side for a minute? Again, I'm just looking at this like, what is going on? Mona done switched up the shit on us real fast, and I ain't able to keep, I don't see it on the damn script. When him and Spice go off to the side, you know, he's trying to charm her with his little Jamaican accent. And she was like, please stop doing that. Not quite sure where this story right here is gonna lead. Anyway, Mimi and Ciara, they walk off, and Mimi, are you really going to confront your boo here? Ciara tells us that she's not trying to be messy, but hey, the cameras is all here. We got a show to shoot. Fuck, Mona told me that if I turn up enough this season, I might get a spot next season. So damn it, Ciara is ready. Tommy walks in, okay, and she is with Sean Garrett of all people. Ain't this supposed to be Carly Red's man? Tommy tells us that she's been working with Sean Garrett. It ain't nothing other than for real work. But she'd be lying if she didn't say that she wants Carly Red to find out about this and, you know, come to her own conclusions and assumptions. Mimi, where's your boo? And he says, oh, I didn't want Carly to come here. You know, Jock, this is his place. You know, the bad energy. I just didn't want that. But I'm here, and, you know, me and Tommy, we've been getting it in. They was like, getting it in? How? And they was like, professional only. And, you know, Mimi, okay, so business is business and personal is personal, and we don't mix the two. Okay, I got it. That's what's up. So I guess now that Mimi approves, then we can move on with the story. Then we get BK. He walks in, and finally we can get this fucking show on the road. All the usual suspects are standing in a semicircle. Ciara says, yeah, BK, I found out that you got 4 kids. He was like, what? 4 kids? I only have 2 kids. One is 10 years old and the other one is 1 year old or something like that. No, I found out that you got, you know, 2 older kids and I know nothing about them. He was like, who told you that? Tommy standing over there. Yeah, well, you know, somebody had reached out in my DMs and said that, this is a picture of the 2 kids that you guys had together, and there was 2 other ones that was older, but she couldn't find no pictures of them, that she was going to send them to me later. I said, again, a little flaw in the story, because honestly, if you knew all of this from the beginning, you acted like you knew the girl. Now you telling us some random bitch just done DM'd you and sent you these pictures? Which one is it, Tommy? BK was like, look, I done been a whole bunch of things, but I ain't been the father to 4 fucking kids. Now I only got 2 kids. I don't even know Tommy, so I don't even know why she up in this, but Ciara knows nothing going on. I got 2 kids. That lady that reached out to Tommy is, you know, somebody that he had done put the D on too tough and she done got sprung, and now she's become like a stalker. So you ain't got to worry about that. You know, he ain't fucking with that girl. You know, Mimi, so you don't have any other woman. You're not messing with anybody else. It's just you and Ciara. And he was like, yeah, it's just me and Ciara, me and my girl. The past is the past. He ain't going down that road no more. And Ciara says that she is going to choose to believe him because she's been around him while he's with his kids. He's a great dad, and the kids love him, and he loves his kids, and she loves him, and all of that. Okay, so we done wrapped that up pretty nicely, I guess, for Ciara's taste. While they're all standing around talking, then who should walk in but Ciara and Jasmine. And of course, everybody is looking like, what the fuck? D-Lo over there with the fucking face. You know, he don't know what to do. You know, just well, you know, over there stupid ass. Now, the women don't want to see this bitch, which you should know that because the show has been on 7 seasons. They've been rocking with Rashida all this time. You gonna come in and you gonna bring the side hoe that got the new baby? And you thought you was gonna get some real nice reception? Jasmine, why is everybody upset with me and not upset with D-Lo? Listen. Don't even worry about why they ain't mad at D-Lo. Worry about why you thought it was okay to come up in this damn hornet's nest with all these women looking at you like, bitch, what the fuck you doing here? Like, did you really think they was gonna welcome you with open arms? And you the side hoe? And everybody up there in the semicircle done had a problem with the side hoe at one time or another in their life? Girl, what was you thinking? So, you know, Spice, because she's the new one and she got to prove it, you know. She goes over there, you know, bitch, don't be coming in here. You got your nerves, okay? Jasmine was like, who are you? Bitch, do I know you? Spice was like, you don't know me, but you can. She walked up over there like she gonna do something. Of course, security comes in before anything can happen. But, you know, Jasmine, get off me, bitch! That's that old stripper came back to, you know, she had to get it back together, you know. While all this going on, that stupid ass D-Lo, he can't take the heat. This nigga don't say nothing. Like, bitch, I'm out, gives a little dap to the boys or whatever, and walks out the door. Walks right by Jasmine. And I said, nigga, you can keep on running, but I'm gonna tell you what, them 18 years that's about to be in your future, you ain't gonna be able to run from that. Shit, you might as well get the fruits of your labor. You spending money on the babies, doing all this child support, you might as well spend time with them. I was just like, this nigga here, he is the most deplorable, despicable, disgusting. D-Lo come talking about like, I don't know why she thinks it's okay to keep showing up. I just made it back in the house. I'm not trying to mess any of that up. So your solution to this problem in your life is just to be quiet and walk out the fucking door. He's so damn stupid. So Jasmine is on her own. Mimi was just like, well, Ciara, okay, of course everybody feels some type of way. You bring this girl in here. Ciara, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mess up everybody's good time. Come on, Jasmine, we gonna leave since, you know, D-Lo left and Rashida ain't even here. So when they walking out, that's when Mimi gonna get tough and call Jasmine a skinny bitch. I said, now Mimi, now you know you don't want no smoke. Okay, what did I tell you? Strippers fight to the death. Get your ass mopped by Jasmine. Now, after this grand opening, you know, Rashida and Carly, they meet up together. Rashida wasn't able to go to the grand opening because she was in Houston trying to get her store together. Mimi and Spice had been blowing up her phone. You know, Rashida, something must have happened because they all like, let's hook up, let's link up. They must have to tell her something. So, yeah, they all get there. They sit down and Carly Red has some information for them. You know, she went out and did her due diligence on Brosco BK. Found out that not only do he be fucking around, but she was able to locate the girl, Joy. And just so she can have some tangible receipts, she met up with Joy. I said, when the fuck is somebody gonna beat Carly Red's ass? Now, it's been 7 fucking seasons, Mona. She has it coming. She has escaped it all these years. And for her to be so meddlesome, having nothing to do with none of that. Just the fact that she wants to be the first one to tell the news that she got an ass whooping. I still want Tommy to do it. I want her to do it, Mona. Please. 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 Anyway, Mimi tells Rashida, like, girl, did you know what happened at Jock's thing the other day? Did you know that D-Lo was gonna be at Jock's opening? And Rashida was like, no, I didn't know, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that is his boy. And she was like, yeah, well, his boy's friend Ciara brought Jasmine there. And you know, Rashida was like, what was she doing there? Oh, well, she popped up, and I guess she was gonna try to talk to y'all, but you know, you wasn't there. And D-Lo, you know, threw up the deuces and was out with his stupid ass. Rashida was just like, why she think that every time she need to pop up somewhere, like, you know, what D-Lo need to do is put that girl in her place and stop running away from her. I was like, girl, D-Lo need to do so much, and he ain't doing it, and ain't nobody making him do it, and why should he do it considering everybody is so fucking easy on him, okay? These frost facts have gone from me not believing that Jasmine is his baby mama and that the baby is his to now the frost facts are Rashida is trying to act like she's so mad at D-Lo when she done already got over this shit, and her and Jasmine and D-Lo and all of they damn kids together as one big happy family, and they just playing this shit out for the cameras. I'm tired of Rashida trying to act like she's so mad. Girl, just meet with the girl like I told you. Let's move this story along. That D-Lo is old sucker pussy ass bitch nigga, I tell you. So then Rashida's on her way home and she tells us, you know what, she gonna have a talk with D-Lo. Okay, god damn it. Boundaries. He needs to understand what needs to be done with his baby mama and all of that. Okay, so she tough. She walking in the house. She see a bag near the door. She kind of looks at it, and then she, you know, walks on that. D-Lo! D-Lo! Child, D-Lo was in his room. Okay, and he's packing. She was like, what you doing? And he was like, well, you know, he just got a call. Evidently, little Kevin had been knocked on the door. The mama didn't answer. They kicked the door in. She was unresponsive on the bed, and she has passed. And you guys know how I feel about mamas. And I'm just going to say, even though I could say a whole lot about this scene, I will not. Out of respect for D-Lo's stupid ass and the fact that his mother has passed. What I will say is the nigga had a lot of nerves while he was just standing there crying, trying to slip in there that, you know, Carter asked me when was I moving back in the bedroom. I said, nigga, now listen, now we was just trying to feel sorry for your ass, the fact that your mother just passed, and now your ass is trying to wrap that up with sliding your ass back into the marital bed. Nigga, please. I was sitting there looking at that screen like I said, I could say a lot. I could say so much about this scene, but I will not. I won't do it. But when I tell you I don't like that D-Lo, I don't like that D-Lo. But I guess now that they've been through this, Rashida and D-Lo will make their way back together. You know, Rashida did tell him she's going to be there for him whichever way that she needs her, you know, he needs her to be. So, that was it, y'all. Alright, rock stars, let me get off of here. I'm about to run in Subway, get me something to eat, and then take it on back to work. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.